part of the show. And I loved that aspect of it because so Derek just went ham on how to poison candy. Like he and some of these we had like the name before. That's again, we've talked about this before. Beatles method.
Yeah.
Sometimes you come up with a title and then you like, ooh, what's that?
Isn't that how Tricks came up? It was Tricks and Treats.
Yeah. And we did a bunch of segments this year.
And we didn't know what those were.
It was like, how funny would it be if you look at the schedule and there's one segment is Tricks and another one's Treats? What's that? Okay, and then it's like, cool. Don't tell Garrett. We're gonna fuck his house up.
Well, we told Garrett that we were gonna do a Tricks, and we just didn't. In his mind, it wasn't written yet.
Yeah.
Little did he know that it was.
Yeah.
It was written and ready to go.
And then Treats was to be the answer to that. A nice, pleasant discussion and lots of candy. And the irony is that was actually the most upsetting segment due to Garrett's trash candy opinions ruining the list.
I think so that Garrett
nuking
was
the
mad about
thing.
Tricks.
I think so.
And he wanted to sabotage the list.
There's no way he really believed all that stuff.
There's no way.
Hey guys, I'm just saying, like, I don't appreciate chocolate as much as you.
Yeah,
that's
sure,
it.
but to say
make
F
sense.
on like Crunch Bars, like
F on a Crunch Bar.
It'll be like, you gotta make room for the fruity candy.
He's doing a bit.
You gotta make room for the gummies.
You don't need to make room. There's an infinite. You have all S if you really want it.
It was really funny though because we ranked all the candy. I will say this: we do streaming tier lists on my Future Probe stream every week. Like, well, we don't do it every week, but
we do that
every now and then it's like let's do a tier list for Christopher Nolan movies or for Pixar movies or sandwiches, like whatever. And we hash it out. We argue.
It doesn't matter what it's about either. It could be like favorite sandwiches, and then it'd be like, oh, grilled cheese. Oh, I think that's an S. I think that's a fucking S.
Yeah, about grilled cheese.
Like
we get
grilled
heated.
cheese, the basic, and it's like it always goes into that.
But we always find a settlement.
Yeah.
Okay, you're okay with grilled cheese being B? I think that's low, but I'm okay with. Okay, B. All right, great. That didn't happen on Treats. That thing ended, and then when it moved on to the next segment, once the cameras were off, Derek was like, "Damn." Anyone happy with that list? Nope. All right. It was like our senses were so different that like one half was this, one half was that no one left happy. It was like, yeah, that sucks. Anyway, all right. But anyway. But that just made it more fun.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I liked him holding us accountable that we could not rank food from memory. It had to be
Dude, I literally ate
I don't know how I feel about that
day.
one.
I was not on board with that.
No, but that's the thing. I loved how that was another wrench in the gears is Lord Divious's fucking anal rules that were making us argue even more. And then Defiant Johnny is like dragging shit in, sneaking.
Yeah.
He's like sneaking peanut M&Ms into S tier every 10 minutes.
I just appreciated Johnny's rebellious nature. That was peanut M&Ms are S. That's it.
They are.
We got to stick to the rule. No,
They are.
they're an S.
They are.
Do you agree too?
Yes.
That's an S.
So we all agree on that?
That's an S.
That would have been an S.
It would have
Okay,
if
all
we
right,
had
Derek,
them.
I take it back. You may have done some damage.
They're an S.
But
Anyway, all right.
anyway, but again, so with this year's Halloween stream, I feel like it was more. We focused less on making that story part into something and more into we each get our moments to shine. So. First of all, Johnny killed it with the bumpers that were in it, with the horror movie looking VHS looking stuff. I love the Halloween weather report that came in. That was it's like one of my favorite things we've ever had.
Spooky House on Saturday.
Yeah, that was great. Meg did so many great graphics for everything. So obviously, shout out to her and designed so much stuff. The logo.
Mariel's art on y'all's shirts.
Yes, Mariel's art is on here on the sweatshirt. But and all the merch, of course. All the artists did a great job. But so we had how did it start? Oh, Tricks. So that we all filmed. I edited Tricks. That was my editing, in case you couldn't tell. And then how to poison candy. Derek was on How to Poison Candy and all the creepypasta theaters. That was his concept, and that was awesome. I think that was his concept. Johnny, you helped. You were working with him on finding some. I know.
I found the first one, and I think I helped him come up with the name Creepypasta Theater.
Okay. That's cool. But so he helmed a lot of that stuff. And then Sean's segment was homemade scares. So like. you know, Sean's was like favoring the kind of like, let's do something crazy live.
I love
which
that
I love to
energy.
do.
That was so fun.
And then
too.
for my segment, again, this was another like, come up with the name first.
Yeah.
When they were writing stuff on the schedule, I went 30 minutes of sewer footage. That's it. And it's like, what's that segment going to be? I'm going to figure it out. I love working in a box like that. Like, okay, I have a problem. How are you filling that segment? 30 minutes? Is it going to be 30 minutes of sewer footage? No, it won't. I'll figure out a way out of this. Let's just announce it. And so I love getting to edit stuff. That's my favorite thing. I love that you got to flex your creative muscle with giving us costumes. I just feel bad that none of us picked like a monster or something fun.
I wasn't. I think with the whole spirit of the thing was like, I love the idea of like, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
And so the fact that it was like weird King Charlemagne, which for the record, I definitely Googled the wrong thing.
Yes,
I did not make King Charlemagne. It was King
close.
Clomon, or I don't know the fuck but I was like, is that how you spell Charlemagne? I'm moving on because I didn't have time to really think about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel.
I thought that Rocco and Derek picked really funny costumes for you to make. I don't know. Sai came out like so good.
It did.
Like it was very
a real bow
obviously
tie,
Sai.
What's that?
Could have used a real bow tie.
Yeah.
That.
You're right, Kevin.
Fuck that.
Kevin's
but the side bit, I think once I realized I could have the gaff tape be the little like embroidery
Pinstripe?
thing.
Yeah.
I think that was like, I got this.
Yeah.
So that, but you could have done anything you want. I'm honestly not against doing that next year again. Like I had fun.
Yeah.
Like, if people like it,
I would say the only
again.
unfortunate thing was that we were kind of flipping around with the schedule because things ran over and things whatever. So that segment ended up being a little short. I think it could be longer next time. Like to do like 3 people or something.
I would.
I was down for more.
I'd be happy to. I will also say that it shows you how fucked we were and how down to the wire everything was, though, to get everything ready. That I edited the Howlin' Howard stuff, which is so rare that like they asked me, hey, Sean, you got to edit this. It was just like, that means Derek's editing, Johnny's editing, and Rocco's editing, and we are still like, we need more. So that just shows you.
We were all hands on deck for that stream.
Yeah.
So that was really,
which
really
is funny. I like to edit, but you guys like it more. So I'm like, oh, you guys do it. It's fine, whatever. But like, I was back in the program. I'm like, ooh, this is fun.
Yeah,
like I'm
you did a good
editing
job.
again. Yeah.
Absolutely love the job you did.
Oh,
with
thanks.
it, though.
Thank you. This is a fun time.
Yeah, everyone pitched in and everyone did a good job. Oh, and Johnny edited the Faircast,
which obviously was the most work because
killed it on that.
Doing way back in the day when I edited the Faircast, like that's fucking a ton of work. So Johnny, I know that took forever.
Yeah,
I know it did.
I
know it did. It's always like hard when, especially with what we did for the Shocktoberfest, where it's like, okay, here you go, Johnny. Good luck. And it's like, here's 4 hours of footage. Now tell a story in this. Like, it's like, it's a lot.
Yeah, we went through a scary maze. Okay, we got a night vision camera. We have Rocco's iPhone. We have a GoPro. All right,
here you go.
There you go, man. See ya.
I think we clapped. I don't know. Here you go.
Yeah.
It might be so.
But anyway, so yeah, all of that was really cool. And I want to say, thank you to special guest Brent Weinbach.
Yes.
Comedian that you, me, and Johnny all just went to see in San Diego a couple weeks ago. And so after that show, I was emailed him just like, would you talk about sewers for 20 minutes? He's like, yeah. Is it just like a serious talk? Yeah, great. Okay, sounds good. So him and Tony Zarrett.
Yeah.
Tony Zarrett, who I've loved on Instagram for my favorite person on Instagram. The meme master. No one has better memes than that guy. So having them in there was awesome. That was very generous from both of them. Now I want to talk about a special guest that I got beef with.
Oh.
Now everyone's talking. Everyone says YouTube drama is what fuels channels, is what gets the views. So you're gonna get it
with this. I'm uncomfortable now.
There was gonna be one more special guest in our stream, and they fucking left us high and dry.
Yep.
We're not going to show up at their house.
That's not. Though apparently YouTube doesn't mind.
No, it's
when
cool.
You do that. They just slap you on the wrist.
Twitch does mind though, so we're not.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. But guys, the payoff to the day was supposed to be at the end. We filmed 2 different versions of Garrett's sign off at the end of the stream, where he goes, he was gonna go like the one we have now is really funny. You got hit in the head with the mic. That was,
yeah.
But that was like the first take, I think.
That
was really good. That was maybe an actual blooper, but no, we did another version where you go, I'm gonna send it over to the next DJ.
Right.
All right, and so it was gonna be the end of his show. And who did we see in the POS TV segment? By the way, Derek put that all together too. He accumulated all those clips.
Fantastic, rare Howard Stern.
Oh yeah,
clip
performance featuring who? Corey Feldman. And the payoff to the day was that the guest DJ was gonna be Corey Feldman at the end of the stream. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm your new DJ. Check this out. And he was gonna play.
What's up with the
whatever.
youth?
So I tried to do it through Cameo, and was like, hey, if you don't mind, can you do this? I've done that before. And I've had great experiences with that. Dude, and this was not cheap.
It was not cheap.
It was not cheap at all. Put it through, and he didn't do it. He just let it
lapse.
Let it lapse. Nah, not doing it.
He's doing
now,
well.
This is what sucks. Now, let me tell you why I'm mad about this. Normally, it'd be like, well, it didn't work out. I'm not, why bring it up? This is what sucks. I didn't know that if you, so this was hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do this for just a short thing. When he didn't do it, it was like, well, here's Cameo credit. Oh, I mean, I would like a refund. I didn't get what I ordered, a refund. Apple won't do it. Apple's like, we have no insight into what you get or don't get in Cameo, so we can't refund you. They won't refund it. So I have a ton of Cameo credit now
that you could
with
only
nothing to do
on the app.
So, that was crazy. So here's
Apple.
which, by the way, let's just say up front, Sean and I do have Cameo.
Yeah.
We're not going to let shit lapse. If we can't do it, we're going to tell you day one.
I have a fucking streak going. I don't know if you do too,
I do too.
on Cameo, where it's like, oh, you have.
Oh, really? There's streaking?
Yeah.
Garrett's in.
When they want you consecutive, like, hey, you've done this many cameos without any laps or given whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm in the hundreds. I've done like a lot of cameos and I haven't let any laps because I appreciate every single cameo that I get. And sometimes they ask me to do things. I don't know what the fuck they're asking me, but I'm going to do it. And hopefully it makes sense to you.
You know what made me sad is there was one that I only had an hour left on the thing, but I timed it perfectly. I'm like, okay, there's only an hour left on the counter. And I dedicated that whole hour to that person.
Whoa!
I'm doing it. And they canceled it. And now I know why.
Yeah, because
now I know why. They probably didn't want to get charged, but I felt so bad. I sat down and I was like, I was in my office all set up, ready to go. Here we go. And then it didn't. So that made me feel really bad. So I'm never going to do it like that again. I won't come down to the last hour on that. I just figured like, well, I still got an hour. You're going to get a banger video. But anyway, now I know why. So the reason I'm bringing it up is everyone at home, I'm putting this out to you guys. What do we use the Cameo credit for? We have a free Cameo now. Well, it wasn't free.
Well, we paid for it.
We paid, again, it's a decent chunk. So like, sky's the limit on this.
Yeah.
And, except for, I think,
isn't Caitlyn Jenner is like
Caitlyn Jenner is a lot. Yeah, we're not doing Caitlyn Jenner. We're not. Someone else was 1,000.
Kardashians, are they on there? No Kardashians?
Most everyone else, we can get it. So let us know. And how should we use it? Maybe it's an intro to the podcast. Maybe it's, some bumper that we play maybe it's for Christmas cast. Maybe it's for Black Friday. We're going to do a stream for
I
Black
think
Friday.
Eliminator KS is right. We should get Corey Feldman to do one.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe
Dude,
we
that
just
made
get
me
like,
so mad.
Maybe we get Eric Badur's like favorite athlete and he just says like,
Is
talks
he on
some shit.
Cameo?
No, his favorite athlete.
His favorite athlete.
Yeah. Either way, we're not doing it. So
just
okay.
just like a middle finger. You
Be
know,
like Eric, you suck. No, I would never do that.
Dude.
So I can just say that
Eric.
myself. No. Anyway,
he's in the chat.
So let us know at home who on Cameo you can pick up. Like I said, pick a pricey one. It doesn't matter at this point. And we already got fucked on. We got Feld fucked.
We got Cameo bucks.
Yeah. Anyway, so let us know what you think.
Hey, I just figured out how to get your money back.
Yeah.
Rocco, buy a fucking Cameo from Sean. Sean, raise your price to like
$700
or whatever.
And cut me a check.
And cut him a check.
That done it.
You know what? That's what we're gonna do, and I will cut you the check.
That will
we can't
never
say
happen.
this.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say this.
Yeah, hold on, Johnny. Rewind this on YouTube next
I'm not
week.
giving them money.
John's gonna come in with a $400 Rolex. Going, what? Where'd you get that, Sean?
Wait.
This is
Why
money
didn't I
laundering.
book myself?
This is money laundering.
Wait, what? I didn't even think about it. What the fuck?
It's a tax loop.
No, yeah, but I think I didn't want to get caught in the Matrix.
It's cameo laundering.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's
I'm
not
doing
even that. Well,
We're not doing any of that. We need to get a good.
we have to get a cameo.
We have to get a
Let's
good
get.
cameo.
Is OJ Simpson on Cameo?
Jesus Christ.
I think
No,
he is.
he's not.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
OJ.
Yeah, I heard he was on there. He was making a killing.
Yeah.
Stop it.
No, come on. You should at least take a stab at it. But,
Stop it.
So, anyway, yeah. So, but I think it'd be fun to do it the right way. Everyone out there, who should we do a cameo? Email podcast@mega64.com or, tweet at us or whatever way. Get it. We're going to look at the comments, look at the emails, all that good stuff, and we'll pick a good cameo. And yeah, again, Nick, maybe our Black Friday stream. We're probably going to do one of those, or we'll show it on tour. Or
that'd be cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think we should do. So anyway, that's my Feldman beef.
I'm glad you aired it.
Yeah.
It's aired.
Glad you aired it.
Yeah. We haven't. Well, I was watching a movie with Corey Feldman in it, and he was
same.
Goonies?
No, I had never
no.
seen the movie Lost Boys before.
Yeah.
We'll go into it for a movie club.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say not Corey's best work.
He's good in that.
I
disagree.
I actually will stick up for him because my brother saw that movie when he was like a kid. I never saw it until now.
I still have never
We
seen
watched
it.
And my brother quoted something his whole life, a line and a performance that meant a lot to him, and I never knew it was from this. And I have to give him credit. I do think he put some really great delivery into this is holy water, death breath. My brother has said that. I'm not joking. My whole life, like we'd play shit in the backyard. He would you're fucking around. You're throwing like a soda bottle at your cousin. He would go, this holy water, death breath, and throw a water bottle at somebody's face.
I love that.
It's quote Feldman.
I was driving with Beckett to that race up in it's Mount Sac is
It's 2 hours from here.
it's like you go to Disneyland and then you take a right and then you just go forever east.
That's too far.
It's pretty far. It's pretty far.
Cross country.
Cross country. Well, he's running up this hill. Like it's fucking wild.
We got hills in San Diego.
Yeah, well,
I know.
Anyways, but I was saying something like, "Oh my god, like we're stuck in traffic." I'm like, "Oh god, there is no God." And he's like, "Oh, that's your slogan, your catchphrase. You say that all the time." I think my whole life, I think you said that more than anything else. Is there is no God? I'm like, that is what you're gonna like. That's what you think of me. Like I didn't even realize I say it that much.
That's your catchphrase.
But I say it. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Lisa has braces and then won't smile because she's embarrassed about the braces, and the photographer's like, "Come on, let me see your smile. I bet you got a big, beautiful smile. Why don't you share it with the world?" And then she smiles, and he goes, "There is no God." And then he takes a picture, and that has always stuck out as one of the funniest moments.
Now everyone just thinks
Little
you're like
did I realize
agnostic.
that I'm telling my kids that's one of the best episodes of The Simpsons.
I've heard you say it too a bunch,
Yeah,
and
right?
I cringe when you say it because I think of when Mr. Bean shows in the Mr. Bean movie, he shows what he did to the painting, and obviously Peter McNichol freaks out, and then when they're in the car, he goes, "Okay, we're just gonna explain that." He's driving Mr. Bean around like, "We're just gonna explain it. It's gonna be a normal conversation. I'm gonna talk to my family about what's going on and all that, right?" And then he looks over and it pans over and Mr. Bean has like pencils and stuff in his nose, and he's going, oh, and it pans back over to Peter McNichol, and he goes, "There is no God." And that's what I think of. So I'm just like, you're quoting Mr. Bean all the time.
Those are two
Like,
great quotes.
I would
Those
never
are two
quote
great
Mr.
quotes.
Bean. I would never. Actually, I do quote him all the time. I go "Rrr," when I get
Me too.
inside the office every day. "Rrr."
It's kind of like a
He's never
Yoda.
done that. Speaking of going back to Lost Boys and stuff like that, I want to take a minute.
Oh yeah.
Our movie club where we watch Lost Boys, that's going up tomorrow night. If you're watching this on YouTube, it might already be up. That's going to be on Patreon. Mega 64 Movie Club. It's a weekly podcast exclusive to our Patreon. You can find older episodes on your favorite podcast app, but all the new episodes, video episodes, all that's on Patreon.
Yeah.
You can watch it on there. Also, we are slowly releasing tons of unseen segments from our Hell Festival event. We just put up, there was a whole maze we went through, Pirates Cove or Haunted Pirates Cove or something.
Dude.
Yeah.
That wasn't in Scarecast. It was like one maze too many for Scarecast.
Yeah.
But it's on Patreon. If you want to see the shit getting scared out of us, that's on there.
That one was hilarious, and I don't know if you can see this in the footage. I haven't seen what Johnny edited, but for some reason, I think we went on an absolutely perfect night for us to go because it was dead.
It was.
So
We had it to ourselves.
We did, which is great for filming.
Yes.
Which is why in the dance party you see us dancing, you see all the people hired to scare people just on their phones at a bench because there's no one to scare.
no one else to scare.
It was
Go
us,
around.
and they scared us enough.
Yeah. Basically,
And we're just dancing idiots. I love that when we have them on camera and they see they're being filmed, they scatter.
They scatter.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. It's like,
they don't
how
get in trouble.
perfect. They don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Whoops.
But that one in particular, we were stood outside, I think eating or something for a while, and not one person had walked in.
Yeah.
In like 20 something minutes. And so when we walked in, it was a bunch, you see a bunch of like people dressed like, oh fuck, they're like all like in their thing talking and had to like separate.
Get to your station.
Get your scare stations.
Yeah.
Like, it was so awesome.
But you can take your time in there because there's no one coming up behind you.
It was great.
So check the
loved
Patreon.
it. Yeah.
So that footage is going on our Patreon tonight. There was an extra friend to mention. We all played Callisto Protocol.
That's
Yes.
right.
That is going up tonight. And then later this week, there's more scare mazes and footage. There's uncut footage from when we went inside the Queen Mary boat, which is supposed to be haunted.
uncut?
Yeah.
The whole uncut, like it's like a half
long.
hour just in there or something like that. And there's other stuff too that I'm drawing a blank on, but that'll all be going up on Patreon. So patreon.com/mega64, that and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I just released a record club, and Kevin's wife Rachel is on this week's with me because we did ABBA.
Yeah.
She is a ABBA fan, but more so a Eurovision fan. So I had to get the expert on to talk about what Eurovision is. 'Cause
Yes.
I didn't know.
So I want to petition for a full version of the 4-on-1 pumpkin match I had at the end of Treats.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
Oh, yeah.
Johnny and
Maybe
Derek
that
could do
could go up.
commentary.
Yeah.
I think it would.
The whole thing was filling.
I think it would be fun. I'd be willing to work on that.
Okay, all that on the Patreon. And then also, guys, shop.mega64.com. We put up, during our Halloween stream, we put up a whole Halloween merch drop, fully stocked. We actually have everything in stock to where it just ships out right away. We still have some of it, and we're leaving it open a little longer so people could get stuff before Halloween, because we were going to take it down in a couple days, and people were like, it's not even Halloween.
Right.
We're going to leave it up a little longer. Last chance to get stuff. I'm wearing I think it's Twisted Experiment sweatshirt.
Twisted Experiment sweatshirt.
Mariel did. I'm wearing that.
Kinnico
what's this one?
shit.
Moonrider.
Moonrider shirt.
Ooh.
That was one that Derek contacted an artist to do.
I think is it Thanks Decker?
Thanks, Decker.
I hope I'm
That sounds right.
I think
It was
it's
great.
Thanks Decker.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
But we had all kinds of great
And
stuff.
we also have, you're having a Halloween party. You don't know what record to spin? Well, we got good news for you. You put this on a party, and I guarantee you people will be like, I'm coming back to this party next year.
Yeah.
And it's great because it
a good
ends
party.
with a room clear. So your
Yes.
so your
Save
party
that.
will just
It's
be
like
over.
closing time for Halloween.
when that last track hits, it's time to go. And you even have Corpsey McDeadman on there letting you know that too.
I really love this release. This like stands high
Yeah, I'm really
in
excited.
our vinyl collection.
Yeah, I'm
this
really
is a gem.
Whenever we get a new vinyl in, I mean, I've collected records since like I was like in like a sophomore in high school. So I just get so fucking excited that I always instantly go buy a frame and then frame it and put it on
It's
our wall.
already framed and in our hallway.
Before
blinked
Rocco even
and
held it
it's
in his
up.
hand, it was framed. I'm like, we
hadn't
did it.
I hadn't even seen the orange. It's on an orange vinyl.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
But before I'd even seen that, it was on the wall behind glass. I was like, oh, okay.
Because it to me is something that like I never thought in a million years. Because I'm not in a band.
Yeah.
So like I'll never have a vinyl of, and now that we have like several, it's like I have to show it off. It's so
Totally.
exciting. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, anyway, pick all that stuff up while you still can. Shop.mega64.com. All the Halloween stuff is there. We even put up a few things that we didn't tell anybody about that were in our vault It was like, hey, we have a few left of these. What? And we put them in there. Some of that sold out, but some of it is still there. So check it out.
We've been looking into the vault a lot lately.
Yeah. We're bringing some stuff on tour too.
Yes,
that's right.
Come to our merch booth at our tour, and you will see
There's
stuff
some
that's
cool
like,
stuff there.
When did you make this? Where did this come from? Anyway, so we talked about. Oh, so can we finally get to gaming?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm
Okay.
gonna talk about kids more. I'm just joking. Go ahead. You're good. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so Spider-Man came out, Mario came out. I'm the only one that played Spider-Man. Let me just get it out of the way. I've played more of that than Mario because my logic here is things are about to get a lot busier. Like already busy now, but then we're going on tour soon. Yeah. So I'm like, well, Mario I could bring with me and I could keep playing it if I don't get to it. Spider-Man, that ain't happening. I have no plans to buy the PSP or whatever.
Oh yeah, the
Portal. No,
yeah.
I guess it is PSP, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't
PlayStation 4.
That doesn't work on the road.
So I played more Spider-Man. This is a difficult review. It's real. I love that original PS4 Spider-Man game. Loved it. The Miles thing, I didn't really like the storyline at all, whatsoever. But I thought it was fun to play. But
I don't think I give a shit when it comes to Spider-Man. I just want to find the city. Yeah. So the story kind of sucked, and I didn't give a shit. I loved it. Yeah. Because I thought it was great. Just to be, Miles Morales is like with electricity powers. That was super fun. I like that.
Yeah. So I had fun playing it, but so this one, I think the story is better. What I give it credit for, I'm going to give compliments and insults like backhanded, both of them.
Okay.
But I really like this new game kind of just continues immediately. It's like, oh, what was going on with Norman Osborn's kid? Oh, okay. Oh, he's out here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, he's here now. Oh, hey, what's been going on with you? Oh, okay. So part of me is like, damn, I had so much fun playing that original game, and this one is just picking up right there, and I got a whole new city full of stuff to do. Then another part of me is like, okay, we're just kind of doing this again, huh? Yeah, all right. Like, I don't know what to think. I'm kind of like, not that it needs to innovate in every way, but I'm kind of like, all right. Yeah, you're just giving me more missions. Okay.
I mean,
I don't know what, you know what I mean? I go back and forth on that. I'm happy about that, but I'm also like.
I mean, to me, I 100%ed the first one.
Yeah.
And so when the
too.
PS5 came out, truly, they could have released the first one again on PS5, and I probably would have bought it again. So the fact that
they did re-release the first one.
It was a remastered version.
Miles Morales came with the remaster.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
And I did replay it.
So I kind of just wanted that on its own is what I'm saying. And then they gave me this, like almost like a DLC thing on top of that. Mm-hmm. So I was stoked, and I still thought I loved it. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, so that's where I'm sitting, because I'll say this. I'm playing it, and I'm having a blast, just like I did with that first one. So in that sense, this rules. But then in the other sense, I really have this feeling of this era of PlayStation is the most boring era they have ever had in their history. I just feel like I'm getting kind of the same thing again and again. Mm-hmm. That God of War was, and again, I thought that was a good game. I thought I liked it more than the first one, or of these new ones. I liked it more. But there's still that feeling behind it where I'm just like, damn, they're just not really pulling a rabbit out of their hat on any of this stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm having fun, and also I got that in my head, just like, man, I wish they would, it's like gone is the era of like, whoa, what's Shadow of the Colossus? What is this? You know what I mean? They would pull out games that were just like, I don't even know what this is, and I want to know. I want to find out. But I also know that the reason we're here is that this is what fucking people buy. Like, this is like the public earned where they are right now.
Oh yeah.
It's just franchises. What can I say? So it's weird. I'm enjoying it, and at the same time going, man, what are we doing? But I'm also enjoying it. So I'm in this endless Ouroboros of like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Oh, I totally.
So my review of it is positive. I'm having a fucking blast. And I'm not super far, so maybe there's more. I haven't seen any, symbiote shit going on. I'm a symbiote nut, so maybe when I hit that part, I'll be like, oh, fuck. this game ruled. Garrett, what you are for like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a huge comic book guy, but anything with symbiote shit.
You like symbiotes.
Oh, you got a black gooey suit and now you can do this and bite someone. Oh, feed it to me. You know.
No,
so
it's not just Venom. You're into Carnage too. Any kind of symbiote.
Yeah. That kind of shit.
Okay.
That was my favorite like aspect of Spider-Man and like the cartoon, or
Nice.
you know, whatever. So I'm, you know, we'll see on that. But that's how I feel. I'm kind of going like, what's going on with PlayStation? They also just got rid of their head dude, so maybe things will get better or worse. Who knows? Maybe things will change in general.
Yeah.
But just in terms of like the thrill of variety, I'm not getting it, but I'm also enjoying what they're making. So I hope that made sense.
That totally makes sense.
It did. Yeah.
I feel like that's why I'm just gonna keep playing Metal Gear 5: The Phantom Pain forever.
Okay. Well, that's a whole other problem.
Well, but really, it's like, yeah, I mean, the PlayStation catalog is pretty fucking boring. I know there's indie shit that's like innovative and also like not interesting to me.
Yeah.
But like AAA is in this boring fucking regurgitation stage. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but I also don't think I do think there are still some great AAA games coming out. I'm not saying that. I'm only talking about PlayStation and what they make.
Okay, there's outliers though.
Yeah. I'm not really talking about because like a year or two ago I played Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that's like my favorite game in a decade. I mean that's like one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah. We're getting a new one soon.
Yeah, exactly, in January, you know, and they're not going to rest on it just being another one. That is going to have something goofy in it. You already know, you know. So I'm not. It's not a condemnation of AAA necessarily, although it deserves a little bit of that, of course. But you know, there's a lot of AAA games that are the same shit again and again, of course. But more just talking about PlayStation. What are they putting out? There's rumors they've been working on Last of Us 2 remake, you know, and it's like, yeah, okay. I think. I mean, it's like love that game, so give me the best version of it. Yeah. But also, again, like. Just putting that out again.
Just
okay.
remakes.
You know, so I don't know. But again, it's a classic thing.
Yeah.
Do I want to play that on PS5? Well, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to complain about it. So I guess I'm just saying I'm a whiny asshole. So that's where I'm at. But I won't knock AAA anymore because, as someone mentioned in the chat, Avatar is coming out in December.
Yeah.
True. So I can't.
That's right.
AAA machine has never been better as far as I'm concerned.
My girlfriend's excited for that.
I'm excited for that.
You are too?
Yeah.
You're gonna play that?
I didn't give a the movie was whatever, but I just kept thinking, I just want to explore this world. I don't care about whales and what it's, you know.
Well, they're not whales. One.
One.
You're talking about the Tulkun. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Tolkuns.
What about the Rogue Tulkun?
Oh, that one I like.
What was his name, Rocco?
Ooh, you got me on a blind.
Oh, shit.
Volkun. Anyways, it was, but I thought like this is all fake anyways, you know, it's all bullshit. So let me just explore this in a game. So I'm open to try open world. I'm definitely open to that.
Yeah, I'm way into that.
And that's
I'm
why
always
like,
down with that
you know, with
See, I wanted to do that with Hogwarts, but not allowed. So I'll do it with Avatar.
Do it with Avatar. I'm really excited with the idea. Like, you know, I loved Red Dead when I finally got around to playing Red Dead 2.
For real.
That I just want to be a cowboy. Let me just go do that. And now I can go be a Na'vi. Fine, I will. I'll go explore this world. You want me to be a knight in King Arthur's court? I'll go. You know, I'm an open world, but I don't. As of right now, I've never played a Grand Theft Auto game, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit because it's now. I can go to LA now, and I'm not gonna be a gangster or whatever. But
that means a lot to me, though.
Yes,
I don't care.
I'm with you on that.
If you want to, you know, they did LA Noire, and that was like back in time. I didn't play that one either, but I was more interested. I was closer to playing that one than I am for GTA because I don't really care.
That makes sense.
And you know, there are a lot of people saying the Avatar game. It's really apparently it's like Far Cry. It's gonna be like Far Cry on Pandora.
Oh, okay.
And
That's a big game.
I wasn't the biggest Far Cry guy. I never was, but the world means so much to me and makes such a difference. Again, Rockstar's games. Yeah, I've tried GTA. I don't want to go through LA, New York. I don't want to do that. Oh, okay. Red Dead. Oh, that's a Western. I'll check that out. Oh, fell in love with it.
Yeah, Red Dead. I like Red Dead so much more than GTA.
You know, I thought I hated open world games, and it was just a matter of going into.
That's
a world.
what it was too.
Yeah.
But even like, you know, Spider-Man is kind of open world. You know, a little bit.
But
like
it's so removed from reality.
It is, and that's the thing is like I'm like GTA, I'm not flying with spider webs through buildings and stuff like that. Like I'm
Fighting
not
scorpions.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like robbing like a drug dealer and then going to a strip club. Like this is not what I want to do.
Yeah,
I don't want to do
here.
that.
I'm just not interested in
Yeah.
that. So let's go even further from reality. Okay, so the new Mario came out.
Yeah.
See, this is what I want to hear.
More people played that. Now, that's another one where I feel like, now Mario has been, I'll say a criticism of Mario up front, just in general, the series, is that for many years, Nintendo has kept it in this cookie cutter shape. Like, okay, this is on model for Mario. He has to look like this. There has to be Bowser. There has to be this. You know what I mean? Like very rigid rules.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to the early days, I feel like Mario 2, it was like, what is happening here? Or Mario 6 golden coins. And it's just, I miss weird Mario. I do feel like they still have some of those rules in effect right now with this new game, Mario Wonder.
Okay.
But the team is bending whatever they can within those confines and being creative within what they can do. And I'm loving it.
Yes.
Like I go into a level and piranha plant. Okay, we've seen this before. Is he singing? Oh, these piranha plants are they're doing a song. Oh my God, they're chasing me and they're singing a whole musical number. Like there's a lot more creativity in this game.
Interesting.
And the animation is more alive and stretch and squash and all that stuff. And it just seems like they're having a lot of fun with it.
I saw the ad for it today and I watched it and I paid close attention while it was on TV because I wanted to listen to the first time I've heard this new voice for Mario.
Yeah.
And it sounds exactly the same as it's always sounded.
Yeah, none of that even registered.
No.
Right? That's the one thing I was like, can I even tell? Can't tell.
I wasn't ever hung up on that. I love Charles. Good guy.
It was just curiosity because it was in the news. Charles was being made as from the voice actor of Mario to the ambassador of Mario.
Yeah.
And that they hired a new person. They were even very coy when asked, who's the new person? I think the Nintendo rep said like, well, you'll find out when you play the game. And you beat it and you read the credits.
Yeah.
That leaked ahead of time, but did a great job.
Yeah.
Hats off to them.
I was I said I bought Spider-Man, but I was seriously like I was like looking like I have the budget and the time for one game right now probably.
Yeah.
And I'm like, which one? Spider-Man, Mario Wonder, Spider-Man. I went for that, and I was like kind of regretting it. Like I should have maybe done Mario. I don't know. Get to work, and I was offered like, hey, you want a Spider-Man code? And I got a text from my brother-in-law, you want a Spider-Man code? People like had codes
everyone
for
we
me.
know that worked at
And
Sony
it's like,
had a code.
Wrong.
Oh, you did?
Damn it.
Damn.
So I already opened it and started installing it, and I'm like, well, I guess I fucked that one up. If I got those texts and offers, an hour earlier, I've been set, but I fucked it all up.
So now I'm in a pickle because I'm saving my money. On Tuesday, the Metal Gear collection is coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that's coming out Tuesday.
Yeah, I want to. And here's the thing, I don't have time to play that either.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking damn, on Tuesday, do I pick up Mario Wonder and that Metal Gear collection just so I have my physical discs?
Yeah.
And I've secured the bag. That's kind of like as a collector, I know I'm going to get to these eventually.
Yeah, I was honestly, it was sucked because I was waiting for Red Dead 1 to come out physically.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It did on Switch.
I forgot that did
Which is what I want.
Yeah, me
all
too.
I want. And people are like, don't buy it. It's so much money. And they didn't do anything to change the game. I was like, well, I never played the first game. I just want to play it.
Yeah,
so I'm happy to have it now portable. That's what I wanted. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And then, but we're going on tour. So it's like, maybe I'll have time in the van or
We got
something.
some long car rides
We got
coming
some
up.
long
We do.
ass car rides. But then I'm also thinking, they're like windy roads. And I'm gonna get car sick.
I can do RPGs in that setting. I can do whatever, but it's hard with like a Mario game or Red Dead.
You roomed with me most of last leg of the tour.
Yeah.
I mean, did I pull out my Switch once?
No.
I don't think I played it
But
in the van once. I don't think I played it in the room
I like
once.
having it. When you go on tour, your day is, you never know.
You do never know.
There was, I've mentioned this before, but all of a sudden we woke up, we decided to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Then we went to Pittsburgh. Then we drove to somewhere else, and that was the same day.
Yeah.
And so it's you don't know.
You don't have time to sit around and play Mario Wonder.
You don't have time, but maybe
you might.
But you might.
You might get a layover and be stuck at some shithole airport for 6 hours, but it didn't happen.
I didn't. No, I brought mine and didn't play it a ton this last time. I just hate when it's like, I'll just think back to the last Laugh Tour. There's sometimes you go to venues, oh, they're delaying the show, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. So we're going to be sitting backstage 5 hours. I can't sit on my phone 5 hours. I just feel like I'm like channel surfing. Like it's just, I got to like do something. So I'll either bring a book or
I'm with you there.
a game. Like that's when I want it. But like, yeah, in the van or even on the plane, like sometimes I'll play it on the plane, but it's not all.
But I do this thing too where like, for me, if that does happen, I'm like, well, I've never been to Minneapolis before.
Yeah.
I'm just going to walk around for an hour and a half then and just like check it out.
See, I don't like walking.
That's like,
No.
I wake up early
we
every
would wake up
morning.
and do that.
We can wake up early and we just explore whatever city we are in because I'm never going to be back here probably.
Yeah, it depends. For me, it depends on where we're at. If like in New York, I wanted to go out on the street. They were doing that Italian festival. They were doing whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, I ain't sitting in the room. Let's go. But then sometimes we're in the middle of, I don't want to call any towns out.
No.
Sometimes
we were in the middle of fucking nowhere, Massachusetts. Like it was in between New York City and Boston. I don't know where the fuck we were. And I still woke up and I walked to the Walmart that was across the street.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
We like waking up early. We like sampling the local unhoused community and just taking in the city life.
I do like checking it out. It was super. That's my jam.
Yeah. We took photos of statues and shit.
Yeah, they had a Pope John Paul II statue. Why would it was? I didn't expect.
He rules.
He rules.
He was helping kids. He did rule.
What was I going to say? Oh, going back to the Metal Gear collection.
Yeah.
I had that pre-ordered, but I'm holding off because I want to hear what everyone says about it.
Well, number one, doesn't look like the Switch version's going to run very well.
And it kills me because that is definitely the version I wanted.
And typically,
I wanted this on Nintendo.
Yeah, same. I would like to have an archive of those games on a cartridge that's also like a portable system. But it's like, well, I'm getting it on PS5 now.
Yeah.
Because it's just not going to run properly on the Switch.
I will say that we did a friend dimension where I bought Mortal Kombat 1 and we played it on Switch as a joke because it is renowned for being super shitty.
Yeah.
Then brought it home. Beckett patched it on his Switch and beat it yesterday. Like they made it fun.
Yeah.
Like
totally.
It's
They'll make it
totally fine and playable. Like it was a meme and joke at first, and it didn't look as good as the other ones for sure.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Well, we broke it. We menu dove so fast and hard that we bugged the game.
But my point is with this is like I believe that if you buy the one on Switch, it will end up being just fine.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, I probably with my old eyes can't even tell the difference between fucking
30 and 60
frames a second.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what else is coming with that package. Like I don't really care a lot about frame rate shit too. I'm with you, but that's just what we know now. What else is going to happen with that collection? That's why I'm waiting for everyone else to play it and see what happens. And if people are like, "Yo, this is great," like, there's nothing wrong with this, I will buy it that second. Because I'm dying to replay those. Oh my god, especially 3. Come on.
Yeah, I just think you have to have it portable and you can take it anywhere you want. There has to be some kind of like trade-off. And for me, it's like it's worth it to me to be able to play it anywhere I am.
You're right, but those Metal Gear games got released on Vita and they ran perfectly. And I'm here. And why is a new system struggling with this? That's where I'm going. Like, what is this?
I mean, it's time for the new Switch, is what it really comes down to.
Really is.
And I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah. No, but this is also not their fault because in this case, it's not their fault because these are PS2.
They're
games.
old.
Like they should run fine on the Switch. There's
should,
something going on here.
That's true.
So I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait and see what everyone says.
Wait and see.
But I hope that they are good because I want to replay them very bad. That I would play on tour. Not even a question. I would be in the plane and beat Snake Eater by the time the wheels hit the pavement.
What a thrill.
We're not flying that far.
Dude, I can play that game backwards.
I think our flight's like 45 minutes.
It's scheduled hour and a half, Mr. Man.
Yeah, we've never done the flight to San Francisco before.
And guess what? I could beat it in that. Every time I play MGS3, it's half of the last playthrough. Like the first time I played it, 25 hours,
Yeah.
Never played it before. Had to figure it, and then the next time it was like, ooh, 12.
Yeah, it's so linear.
Oh, 6. And I think the last time I played it, I beat that shit in like 3.5 or 4.
Dude,
I mean, I was like,
stream now.
You should,
You should stream it. Do
maybe.
Complete the whole game in one stream.
It's been a long time, so I might be rusty now. But
a speed run thing, but it's not like a speed run, just like as long as it takes you.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, we'll see. There's not many things I could speed run, believe me, at all. But anyway, Mario. Back to Mario though. I need you guys' 2 cents. Johnny, what? Johnny, the Mario expert.
He's the Mario expert.
He is.
He's deep in the game. What's going on?
I'm in World 4 right now.
Okay.
I'll just keep this quick. I think this might be the best 2D Mario in a long time.
Whoa.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Beautiful animation, beautiful music. The aesthetic is great. The most variety I've ever seen in a Mario game. There's sequences in these games where you get a thing called a Wonder Seed.
Yeah.
And it like makes everything trippy. Every time I've gotten a Wonder Seed, I've out loud said, "Wow." Like it's been different every time.
They do something that blows your mind, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
It turned the level into this.
Or like I'm going beyond where I thought I was gonna go.
Oh wow.
And all this stuff. It's really cool.
But every level, like it's different.
Yeah.
There's like it may repeat like twice. I'm baffled. I also appreciate how hard it is. If you want it to be hard, it can be hard. Because they also added characters where you don't get hit or anything.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm doing all the Star Road whatever levels, and those are kicking my ass. And I'm just really, I can't stop playing it, and it might be my game of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, there are things in the game. I was just about to bring that up, Johnny. Is not only is there variety in terms of like, wow, this level's like that. Oh, I'm halfway through the game and I just now got a drill hat,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Not only variety there, but variety, like he was saying, in difficulty where it lets you know up front with a star level how hard is this level. Okay, so here's a 1 star, here's a 1 star. This next one's 4 stars, just to let you know. So you can either go like, yeah, okay, I'm going into it. You do have the option of let me pick a character that doesn't take damage. I've never seen anything wrong with having options, but some people get mad about that. Like, oh, why should that be in there? It's like, just, who cares?
Wait, don't
have to do it.
There's a character that's invincible.
Yes.
There's 2. And they're new characters. It's not like it's Purple Mario or something.
It's Yoshi and Nabbit.
Okay.
Okay.
What was Nabbit from?
Is it A Link Between Worlds or whatever the fuck? Is that the same guy?
Is he from
Zelda?
Is he from fucking Zelda?
Is it that? I always think that, but I didn't play all the other Marios.
Chat will know.
New
What's Nabbit
Super
from?
Mario Brothers U is what Mojo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mojave
That's right.
Cyclone said.
So but I'll say this: what I like about those really hard levels, they do it the way that if I was designing it, how I would do it, which everyone's probably saying, but
Checkpoint.
these levels are super hard, but they're not that long. It's like, okay, you're gonna suffer through hell from here to here, but like you die, it's not like, well, you've got half an hour of stuff to cycle through.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking for everybody, but that's how I like it. In my book, you can make it as hard as you can, as long let me just keep trying it.
Yes.
As opposed to I gotta sit through this shit again. I gotta, So I really liked some of these levels that I've tried. They were fucking hard, but once I solved it, I can get through here. Oh, level's over. Yes.
One of my favorite things to do with Mario Maker 2 was to find like the ones that have like a 1% clear rate or lower.
Yeah.
But it's speed run, so it's like you have 15 seconds to beat this level.
Yeah.
And it's fucking impossibly hard.
Yeah.
But you can like figure it out and then you just keep trying.
Yeah.
And you can,
you don't lose your afternoon on
lose
it.
your afternoon. And like I love streaming those where it's like, can I beat this impossible level?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it.
I think there's a lot they learned from Mario Maker in this game. I really do.
I bet you're. Oh yeah, they probably saw. That's genius, actually. They were like, "Hey, you find out what you guys want to play."
Yeah.
And then we did, and then they said, "Okay, that works. We'll do that."
I think they sourced it up and
You're
we're just
right.
like, okay, let's throw a few impossible levels in, but they're 30-second levels, like whatever.
Yeah.
I just think there's so much variety in this game. They knocked it out of the park. I love it. Yeah. Johnny, the floor is yours. All the Mario you want.
There is an online mode that I'm loving.
Okay, you like it.
I never turned that on, but yeah.
Yeah, me
you
neither.
set it to online, and then you see other players in your game like doing their thing, and they could. It's almost like Death Stranding. They leave little icons for you, like that show you where like hints are or like where secrets are. And if you die, you become a ghost. And if someone leaves a like standee, you can run to the standee and it'll bring you back to life. So it's just really fun to like see that, and you can also turn it off. I've turned it off recently just because it kind of spoils secrets, but I really love it. It really feels like Death Stranding. Like
That sounds like Dark Souls almost.
Oh yeah, a lot like Dark Souls as well.
You see their shadow.
Yeah, you see their shadow going through the level with you.
Oh, that's so sick.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's funny. I talked to my brother about playing the game, and he was like, "Yeah, I turned all that online shit off." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "What is all this happening? Let me play Mario." Oh, okay. Two ways.
You got options.
Two sides of the coin, I suppose.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I've been loving it.
Yeah,
that's all I have to report on it.
It's great so far. I've only played like the first like maybe 6 or 7 levels, but yeah, it's great.
Damn. All right, you sold me.
Yeah, you should have got
You're
it.
getting it?
I'm gonna get it.
I think I'm getting it too.
I gotta get it.
On the last one,
Mario games my favorite. I love Mario.
I
games.
do love them, but I just never fucking play them. Like I think like even back to like the Wii U Mario and Mario 3D World, like never got that far in 3D World. Never got what was the Totino Village was the first level in the last one.
Totino Village.
Yeah, that was the only part of the. I played more of Bowser's Fury than I played of the actual
Bowser's
Mario.
Fury is a
fucking
masterpiece.
Yeah,
and
that-
they need to build them.
Yeah,
it was worth
that's
it
the
for
next
that.
3D.
For me, I only really play that game. Yeah, this new one, I know I'll always buy them at full price. They never go on sale.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta get it. If it's a mainline Mario.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it. This was a great year for video games.
Yes.
I still did not turn on my Xbox once this year, but I am hearing there was good stuff on that. There is what's it called? Starfield was a big one. I didn't, but that's not my kind
It's
of
not
game.
for us.
I
I don't know anyone who played that.
No.
None of us here.
I don't know if the Xbox has Rocco, so.
It was on PC too, though.
I got one in
And
my house.
That was the other one. That was the other one that the chat's bringing up was Hi-Fi Rush. Every time I said like, oh, I still haven't turned on my Xbox this year, everyone was like, Hi-Fi Rush, you love Hi-Fi Rush. So I guess I could have tried that,
You coulda.
Yeah.
but I just haven't. I'm just saying.
My game of the year, Kong Skull Island or Golem. It's kind of a it's a
Yeah,
it's like a
the
toss-up.
Gollum game was good.
It's a toss-up.
there.
Which one do I do?
Yeah, what's the game of the year? That's a good question. Zelda. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Zelda.
not changing my
Yeah,
fucking
Game of the
answer.
year.
Nothing's
Absolutely.
changing my answer on that.
I think I'm gonna beat it.
I am like I can tell I'm working towards beating it. I'm pretty close, but I'm like just doing other shit. I don't
And-
want to
yeah,
beat it yet.
me
I just
neither,
been like
and, like-
popping it on and doing it on a ton
love
of
that.
shrines and things like that.
I think I've gotten all the land shrines now.
Yeah.
Because once you got the light routes, it's easy.
Yeah.
You just gotta see which ones you're
Dude,
missing because they're the same.
You blew our minds when you showed us when we were doing the thing and you went under the ground and it just like lit up.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh my god.
Oh
that
my
was
god,
like-
you
that
lit
was-
this place up?
That was like the seeing the whatchamacallit, the typewriter with all work and no play makes
Yeah.
Jack a dull boy. Seeing
Like,
Sean
oh my
had
God.
lit up the entire underground. I was like,
Yeah.
guy who has no time for video games. What is
But
happening?
that's what I've been doing. I've been finding
Yeah.
shrines above and then marking them on the map so I can go below and find
Oh, I've
them,
been doing
or
the other way, yeah.
or below and finding them up above.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
yeah.
super. But I think I have like 10 shrines left, and then I've
Oh,
gotten all the
shit.
shrines.
Yeah.
So then after that, it's like back in the first one, I was like, well, now I'm gonna get all the clothing items, and I'm gonna max them out all the way.
The final boss
I
would
don't
be
think-
so easy.
I know.
'Cause
Well,
you
even
get so
now,
maxed
it's
out.
like I find like a silver bokoblin, I'm like, please, please. I don't.
Yeah,
think so.
I was warned how hard and how bad the last boss was in that game, and I just took every precaution even possible. And then by the time I got to that guy, it was like, ha, I'm God.
Yeah.
All right,
The
bye.
first time I saw like the
Wow.
gloom hands,
Yeah.
everyone warned me, and I was like so strong. It was like
See,
not even.
By the time I finally faced one, it was
Yeah.
like, bring it. He's dead.
Yeah.
But that boss does find a way to be challenging no matter where you are in the game. And you know me, I don't like any hard shit at all. But I thought the way they handled it was clever. You're clever. And again, it was just like Metroid. I remember Johnny. I was struggling so much in Metroid Dread. Love that game. But the
Yeah.
bosses were like, fuck these bosses. And then Johnny
Yeah.
was like, you really just gotta learn the patterns.
Mhm.
And then playing that last boss of Zelda, I was like, you guys made Metroid. And then it was awesome. The moment where it clicks was just like, aha! And I fucking took him down. It was so good.
Well,
Wasn't that in the hotel room and
Up till 5 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
in Baltimore.
Poor Kevin is on the other bed going,
I fell asleep and you're playing Switch. I woke up and you told me in the morning like stayed up all night. I beat Zelda.
yeah, beat Zelda. Oh, cool. When'd you go to bed? About 3 hours ago. That was my one real late night on the tour.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't say that's game of the year yet because we are 1 month away from the only thing I care about playing truly, Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remake on Switch, and I'm sure I'll have people going, "Oh, well, you can't pick a remake as game of the year." Watch me.
You can.
Watch me.
I think I
when it
picked
comes out.
Resident Evil 2 is
for
my
me-
game of the year.
Right? That's pretty different. Well, this is probably not as different.
In a
but
few
still.
short weeks, Just Dance 2024.
Whoa.
So that's
Oh.
probably going to be it for
So
me.
they're still not
Probably.
out of the woods
They're
yet.
gonna have
I
that
think they
Doja
got
Cat.
Dua Lipa again. Yeah.
Doja Cat and Dua Lipa?
I think so.
Ooh.
Maybe some Ice Spice. Not crossing my fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
but
shit.
I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, but I think that's some Ice Spice.
And on Amazon, Metro Prime 4 says it's coming out December 31st.
Dude, New Year's
of
Eve.
this
you're
year.
gonna
So
play
there's
in-
still a chance of that being game of the year.
I think they made it December 31st next year.
Oh shit. Well,
Still a
then
chance.
next year.
But guys, December 31st. Do you still see people post stuff like that?
Okay.
How long
Placeholder.
have we
I
had
think
Amazon?
Less now, but there's
Yes,
still people
definitely
that get that like, oh my god, they announced it. It's December 31st, 2024.
Dude.
And it's like, no, that's a placeholder. It's always going to be a placeholder.
I feel bad because I have people in my personal life that go, huh, Rocco, what do you do? Can you put that down? You want to see the email I just got? Yeah. Take a look at this. Metroid Prime moved to December 31st. It's like, that's the default on Amazon when they don't know when it's coming out.
Yeah. They just put it at the end of the year.
Wait. Oh, are you sure? Because this is a hard date. Nope. It's been that way 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's new to me. I don't know. That still happens to me at like
shit.
family gatherings, at just events, and it's just like, dude, how do we still not collectively know? You know.
I know.
But less now for sure. That used to happen a decade ago.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, forget it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4 when that's a Switch 2 launch game.
Yep.
I think that's what they're going to
That's
do.
a good point.
Yeah.
I think they worked on it long enough that it's like,
Why put it out on this console?
And how much hype would that get? Like, all right, new console. Oh, by the way, that game we've been talking about for 7 years. Here you go.
They always
Also,
launch a console
The new
with that.
Mario,
Yeah.
I think. Because they
I
have to
want
have
that
a
so
major.
bad.
It's either Zelda or Mario.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
to launch
I
a
want-
console.
I want a
Mario.
full-fledged whatever.
It's gonna be.
Bowser
It's gonna
is.
be.
I want an
100%.
open world that.
I am not even concerned about it. I'm calling it now.
Yep.
No question.
The
No
Switch,
concern.
the Switch
concern.
launching with Breath of the Wild set the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But-
like
One of the best games
it,
ever.
It not only was a great launch game, it defined the use of the system. It
Yes.
was the biggest Zelda ever, and we can take this wherever we want. And like, it just was a movement.
And
It
the
felt
last
like.
time they did that,
Yeah.
wasn't it Twilight Princess with the Wii?
Yep.
And that also was
Yeah.
like, and those
Yeah.
are the two best-selling consoles of all time.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
They're going, this
I
ain't
don't
luck.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
You know, the
No.
Wii could have sold even without a Zelda, maybe, because it was the tech in it was so revolutionary. But if I was at that company, I'd go like, yeah, maybe. But
Add Zelda.
the biggest launches we've ever had a huge
Yeah, because
title.
GameCube had what? Sunshine? That didn't do very well.
Not at
though.
all.
No, it didn't launch.
It wasn't?
It
It
launched
launched
with
with.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the Mario game.
Wii U launched with
Nintendo
a
Land.
2D Mario, and it was very like, oh, this is just kind of like the last one that came out.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, you can make blocks on the touchscreen. I just remember thinking like, damn.
Yeah.
That I remember the Wii U just feeling like, oh, I hope they do other stuff with this tech. 'cause,
Yeah.
You know what kills me?
Nothing going on
and I
here.
don't want to complain because
if you're gonna bring up that party game one more time,
I won't.
you always bring
I don't know.
up
I
that
don't know what
party
you're talking
game.
about.
Always.
I
Party
literally
U.
don't know what you're talking
We
about.
Party U.
Well, I've never heard of this. What is that?
You never stop. You never stop.
Explain it to me. Maybe I
cheerleading for
played it. Go ahead.
Doesn't matter. No, anyway, yours.
No. We were Nintendo ambassadors for a very short window.
You and Rocco.
And it was what a time. It really was. Like you show up at your house and it's like, oh my god, there's a 3DS here and it's not even out yet. And I have one. What the fuck? Sawyer was born. They sent me a baby blanket with Yoshi on it as a congratulations that Sawyer was born.
That's
Like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
fucking cool is that? There was a time, and it was like we also got the Wii U through that early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Beckett went to school and told his friends, and no one believed him that they had the Wii U, but he really did. That's something that you would make up at the playground, but it was true.
Yeah.
The fact that we are no longer Nintendo ambassadors, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. What
I know.
did.
I know how. I mean,
I do too.
yeah. I mean, they have different companies they work with, and that one.
I know.
They're not
but
working with
man, that was what
It's
a
a good
ride.
time.
Yeah, and I just feel like, oh man, I wish I was. I mean, all the stuff they're doing now, I'm like, I wish. I mean, the Wii U era wasn't my favorite era to be. The fact that it was during that time was like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool. But if I was the Switch era,
Switch era would be great.
Really nice.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I still remember, I brought this up on here before, so I'm sorry I'm a broken record, but I still remember going to LA to get in contact with the PR group that was doing Nintendo's ambassador stuff.
Yeah.
They were like, we're doing this event at a hotel in LA. Come to the event, and we'll get you guys your Wii U's. Like, we'll get you a bunch of Wii U's for the whole crew. It was like,
yeah, you got
oh
them
my
for
God.
me?
And that was the day you were having your daughter.
Yeah. So was born.
And I was posting how I was there, and you were posting how your kid had arrived.
Born. Yes.
And that was the day I was getting all these negative comments that were like, his best friend has a kid. Rocco's getting video games. And it was like, did you want me to cut the cable?
Yeah.
Did you want me to here push her out? What would you like me to do? Like, that was so stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
Rocco's getting video games. Yeah, I'm getting a new console for my friend and his kids, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
The first thing I did, I was holding Sawyer for the very first time, and I saw, I can't believe Rocco's not fucking here.
I know.
That's what I said to her.
Yeah.
The first thing is like, Rocco's not even fucking here to see you.
Can I slap the baby when it comes out? Should I do that
They
for
don't
you?
do that.
They still do that. I saw them.
Smack the butt.
When my cousins had babies. All right, they're good.
Was this on the forums? Was the forums talking shit back then?
No, it was just comments on like Facebook.
Oh,
At the time, I was more active in Facebook.
You weren't at the
People were like-
hospital waiting? Jeez.
People were like, I mean,
They don't even let
You're,
more than friends and family.
you're that into the Wii U that you missed
Friend.
friend is having a kid and you missed it.
I mean, actually, no, they don't let friends in. I think it was like
No.
there's like 3.
Yeah.
There's like a number of like 3 family members they let in.
No
I'm
one
getting
was
in that
no
room.
one was in the room but me and the doctors and Jenny.
Yeah, that's probably
right?
good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not going to get the Wii U. I'm going to stay here. What do you guys need? You need
the mother
it's
of
coming
the-
out of there,
The
huh?
lobby was like
Your parents.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the
parents and my brother and
brother.
sister. Yeah, totally.
I seriously, I got about 5 of those kind of comments, and they made me so mad. I was sitting in a Hollywood, like a really nice hotel they put me up in too. I'm sitting in this swanky Hollywood hotel by myself with a stack of Wii U's before release in the corner, fuming. I'm sitting there, and they're playing. There was a DJ in the lobby, so I'm sitting by myself in this room. And I'm like, these motherfuckers that want me to deliver his child? What is going on? And then I was like, I should go out and be social.
Yeah.
I did for about 5 minutes, and then I went
good.
back and
That's
played Wii U.
And you know what? It's been a long time. I'll say it here now. I will forgive you for not being there.
Oh, thanks.
You are
enjoy your Wii U.
As of right now, you are officially forgiven.
Forgiven.
Yeah. And then
That's big of you.
This is opening up a part of my brain though. Stupid shit on Facebook. You know, that was one of them.
Yeah.
Some of the comments I used to get on there were like, wow, this is the dumbest comment section of any site.
Mm-hmm.
So that was some of them. We all, someone who drank shit on Facebook. That was part of the Facebook legacy.
Could have been piss.
But it could have been shit piss mix.
Yeah, it could have been a mix.
I will also say the other dumbest comment when it came to like, what do you want from me kind of thing in the Facebook era. I'm gonna see if you remember this, Sean.
Okay.
This is around 2014.
Oh, that's not looking good because I don't remember shit.
We went to a Jack White concert.
Yes.
And at one point during the show, I remember waiting for Jack to go on.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, flash keeps going off. Okay. I thought it was like an emergency or something. I kept seeing the flash go off. But okay. Then waited. Great concert. Concert
It was
ended. Went
great.
home.
Yeah.
Someone tagged me on Facebook. They were taking pictures of our backs. Like,
I
that's Rocco
do.
and Sean at the show.
remember this.
I took their picture, but not once did they turn around and say hi. I guess
Welcome.
I guess just don't care about your fans, I guess. It was like, are you fucking joking? And I did reply to that. I'm like, what would you like me of what should I have done?
Can you imagine?
Well, you saw the flash going off. Didn't turn around.
Whenever I see a flash, I always assume it's because of me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I made
the
a YouTube video.
Wait,
That's
Bobby
insane.
the Bob
So
Rock
is that
Rock.
because of me, that flash?
Oh, that's me. I did real life Tetris. Hold on. Hi. Yeah, that's me. Like, what? And they were legitimately mad. It was just like, I'm just so bummed. Like, I took that picture and you guys just straight ignore. Are you fucking kidding me?
You took a picture without permission, too.
That frosted me.
Yeah,
So,
well,
those are the two Facebook. That's another one that unlocked in my brain.
we are dealing with paparazzi is hard for people.
Creeper
like
shots.
that.
It is.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
That's hard.
It is difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Trying to get off the runway.
I'm just trying to enjoy the concert, and I just keep always,
the paparazzi.
and it's like, oh, paparazzi. Oh, you want an autograph?
No,
Oh, you don't? Oh, what?
That's
Oh,
I just want to be angry.
That's one of the only times. It's one of the only times that a public thing like that made me upset. I could probably count on one hand. Any other time where someone recognized us or knew who we were, I was fucking stoked.
I mean, hey, it just we were
That's
just
great.
at the Death Cafe Cutie Postal Service show.
yeah,
It was great.
a couple people said stuff
And
there.
people said hello.
was
Happy to take
awesome.
pictures. Honestly, I always feel a little cool when that happens. So, I'm with Jenny, who has seen this happen for a very long time. But I still go, I'm like, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
She gets to
feeling.
see me get recognized. I like that. So yeah, I'm always happy to say hello.
yeah.
But when
I'm stoked.
I'm never in a million years gonna assume you're taking a picture because of me if I'm just standing in a crowd.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
I'll also say too, every now and then I do see a comment that's like, man, I waited to meet Rocco or met Rocco at a Comic-Con or something. He was kind of a dick or he was an asshole or whatever. Every now and then I do say that, and I'm always shocked because I'm always stoked when people come to talk to us. I'm always in a good mood when it's like, oh, you know who we are? Oh, fuck yeah. I don't take it for granted. So it's always a fucking accident if it comes off like that. So I always get analytical. I'm like, what was I doing at Comic-Con? Okay, what was that? Did they fuck up my burrito and maybe I didn't look happy? You know what I mean? I always get a little in my head on that because I really am always, even when I'm fucking tired on the last day. Well, I'm not happy when people go, hey, you look tired. And honestly, I do think a lot of the times when you see that comment, it is something like that. Where, yeah, I walked up, I said they looked tired, and then I suggested 10 skits for them to do, and they were kind of dicks.
They
And
were
it was like,
dismissive.
well, yeah, I was probably checked out at that point. I remember reading an article about that with Weird Al. There was an article maybe like 7 or 8 years ago that was like, Weird Al is actually kind of a dick. And I was like, that's not what I've ever heard.
Yeah, I never heard that.
And then I read the article and it was like, we were paired up with him at this award show and we had so many great suggestions for parodies and he was just not even responding to us. And it's like, well, yeah, you fucking broke Weird Al. Like I've even seen interviews where he's like, I write the parodies. You don't need to suggest them to me. And someone just standing there rattling those off. Yeah. I mean, it's like, what else do you do? So I just remember being like, oh,
Check
man.
it out, Weird Al. It's There Goes My Hero,
But
it's Euro.
Like the
Because
same
it's
Greek
like the
food.
Greek food.
Yeah.
And you could do,
Let's
say
get a
tzatziki.
euro.
Weird Al. Hello.
Snapping in his
rhyme
face.
Listen to
Tzatziki. Weird Al. Come
Let's
on.
get a euro.
Extra tzatziki sauce.
Extra tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki sauce. Anyways, Weird Al, are you even pay attention to me?
You
Hey,
actually
weird.
you don't want that stuff pitched to you because if it's a low-hanging fruit, it's like, yeah, I've already thought of that, and now
Yeah.
you're gonna think like you wrote this, but
Yeah.
I'm already working on that, sir.
Yeah, Weird Al never talks shit on celebrities, but I remember specifically there was one interview where he did say like, yeah, my New Year's, I kind of got cornered by Fred Durst about the parody of Nookie being Cookie, and I'll work on that if I need to. Like he said something like that where it was like, yo, yeah, Fred probably came off a little strong on that.
Classic Fred.
Classic Fred. What's your favorite Fred Durst moment? Go ahead,
Do
round table.
you guys ever see
he
this
was-
tattoo?
That
Did I ever show you that tattoo, that Albert Einstein tattoo I got?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's great.
Anyway, what were you asking me?
I
What
was
my
asking
favorite?
Fred Durst
Fred
moment.
Favorite Fred Durst moment.
Fred Durst.
It's. Did you guys ever see that tattoo? The Albert Einstein tattoo I got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
man.
yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
That's probably
Yeah, I
my.
like it. Tongue
that's,
is out.
Oh.
That's probably my favorite moment.
That's cool. Anyway, I gotta go when I got him versus Method Man, Kung Fu movie style, in Together Now.
I just love the chat. It's like,
Wait,
if
what's
you
going
don't
on?
know the bit with Fred
Yeah.
Durst and Tom
That
Green,
people
it's
are
like,
worried
what
for Garrett.
the fuck is
Yeah.
Garrett doing?
That's a deep cut reference.
Yeah, that's
It's a deep cut. We're all on the page, but I understand if you're not.
We should explain it.
If you look at Fred Durst interviews, you'll eventually.
Fred Durst on Tom Green, and he just does exactly that.
what
And Tom
you just
Green
saw.
doesn't know how to react because
He shows it to him twice.
Tom Green is looking at the
back to
camera,
back.
going,
as if he didn't just show him a second ago.
That is absolutely my favorite
It's
Fred Durst
wild.
moment.
It's wild. Anyways,
man.
When they did that song with Korn, that was pretty cool too. That diss track.
when he was on TRL, I think he said "fuck" live.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh shit! You're not allowed to do that.
Badass.
Boom.
Pretty bad.
Oh, I like when he wore a red hat.
yeah, Red Hat,
Did he do
Linux
that?
Red Hat. I
Did
got
he do
that.
I think he did. I think he
know
wore.
about that.
Well, it was
Pretty
like
sure.
Psy. Sometimes it was red.
Yeah, it's like a Psy. He was kind of like the early Psy, like proto Psy. Johnny, favorite Fred Durst moment? Go ahead.
Didn't he show off like a Rei Ayanami figure on a live stream
He
once?
did. He did.
That's
That's
all I
not
know.
been everyone's answer.
That's right.
Yeah.
That
He
is
did.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, why were we talking about Fred Durst?
I don't know.
Because
Because we're ending the podcast.
Weird Al. Weird Al.
Yeah.
I'm with Garrett.
No, I got a lot more to get to. So let's get
There
to it.
goes my euro. I ate it super fast.
You're not writing Al. You're not writing it down.
Weird Al, look at me. Hold the tomato because they give me gas. Are you even listening? You okay? You know
Oh my
what?
God, this
I'm
Yankovic
going on
guy.
Facebook about you.
What an asshole.
I'm going to fucking Facebook.
This guy's a jerk off.
What would, if Weird Al dropped a new album today? What's the latest hits that would be in there? What's like big?
I
right
wouldn't
now?
know.
I honestly don't
any
know
of the
right
Wet
now.
ass penis.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Oh, the opposite thing. Cool. Thanks.
I got nothing else to add.
A fade us out. Goodbye.
No, don't do a fade.
After
Do like
fade
a
us
hard
out.
cut.
Slower fade.
Slowest
Fuck all of
fade.
you.
Slowest.
Oh, we're back.
Yo. Welcome back. Now you're in the after show.
You're with us now.
Watch what happens.
What's gonna happen?
Live.
More Weird Al parodies. Okay, back to that discussion.
Okay.
What are hot songs right now? Like what's Bad Bunny doing?
I've been listening to the new Doja Cat.
Okay.
Oh,
She has a song. It goes,
Yeah, what's that big song?
bring the drip with wet vagina.
Okay, so he would do I'm taking a quick trip to China.
Yeah,
And it would be
that'd
like he's just having a good
On
time
vacation.
in Shanghai.
I will
Yeah.
say that driving to work this morning, I was listening to football, and there's like a halftime thing, and they said, "Okay, we're brought to you by iHeartRadio, so we're gonna tell you the top 5 songs streaming right now."
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay," and it was all I have no idea. And then I got to Taylor Swift all of a sudden.
Yeah,
randomly.
the NFL has a deal worked out with Taylor Swift right now.
I don't. This is not an NFL thing because this was on the radio. Like it's an iHeartRadio thing. But it was like, don't know this song, don't know this song, don't know this song. Cruel Summer, which came out like 10 years ago, and then don't know this song. I was like, I don't know what I guess I'm out.
Officially old.
I'm out.
Dude, this happened to us when we were driving back from like LA or Anaheim or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just put like what are the top songs on right now? And it was all like 2 artists, and we had no idea what they were. Like, never heard
it
of
was
them.
what's the rapper?
Oh,
not Lil Durk. Seriously,
I think it was.
We were listening to the top 100. What's the
Binky.
top 100? And 90% of it was Lil Durk.
Yeah, and
It was like, can we get a non-Durk track?
yeah,
And then we got Bad Bunny.
yep.
Again, wasn't totally my thing, but there was I could hear some star power in there. I could hear some like, all right, okay, this is something. And then back to Lil Durk, and they all sounded the same. Like every track was similar to the others.
Yeah. I mean, I a lot of times like I honestly don't like the major stuff, whatever, until my kids. This is a while ago, but put on Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia. I'm like, this album fucking rules.
Okay.
And I'm not a pop person, but this was great.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Dua Lipa.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, and that's an old album at this point, but I don't know anything. They keep talking about Ice Spice. I don't know who Ice Spice.
You don't know
is.
Ice Spice?
I don't know Ice
Yeah.
Spice.
Ice Spice has a drink with Dunkin' Donuts that has like 80 grams of sugar in it.
Yeah.
I need to drink that like right now.
Yeah, I know who that is, but I never heard any shit.
Ice Spice is big right now. I don't know. Sexy Red.
Like I know a lot of musicians that are big right now, but not like top 40 big. I just don't know that. You know what I mean? People are talking about 100 Gex. I'm very familiar with that, but is that top 40? I don't think that's top 40. You know,
put it in that top 500 albums of all time, and then I'll eventually listen to it. That's the only way it's happening at this point.
Exactly. rank it in there.
Pop music is what's like charting now, and like know,
it's always been the
hip hop and trap and stuff.
I mean, the Beatles is pop music.
Back when it was first
then,
released,
yeah.
And parents didn't get it. Old people
And
didn't get it.
people like us were like, "What is this?
Yeah, what the fuck is this shit?"
Olivia Rodrigo, Olivia Rodrigo's got a new album right now.
I listened to Guts, but not as good as the first one.
I feel like I'm not hearing much about that. I think Taylor took the news cycle. We're not going to talk about Taylor Swift.
You brought it up.
You brought it up before him.
I set my boundaries. They've been set.
You incepted it into his mind.
Let the conversation.
Yeah, Shuba's right. Let's get Witch's Brew on the top 100.
Yeah. I was
it.
laughing really hard though that there was a headline this weekend that were like Scorsese's 3.5 hour movie that came out did better than they projected. It did pretty good.
It's good.
But they were like, sorry, Scorsese, bigger success than he thought, but still number 2 next to Taylor in a shocking upset. And then people on Twitter were like, yeah, really shocking. The biggest musician in the world did a little better than
the most famous person on the planet.
Martin Scorsese's 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah. I know you said no Taylor, but I did go to that movie.
You did.
Oh yeah.
Did you dance in the front row?
And did you run around in circles?
Did you get up and give a bracelet out?
But people did.
Okay.
And honestly,
did you go?
Everyone's like, oh, that must have been annoying. It's like, do you think I give a? Go ahead.
Yeah, you expected that.
Fuck
yeah.
Go crazy. Go do whatever you want to do because I'm not gonna miss the plot. It's just a concert. Like
they packaged it that way.
Yes. They sold. I mean, I went to the thing. I bought my kids a little drinks. I bought them little popcorn tubs. Taylor Swift all over it. Then they had light up sticks for $3 with their faces on. I'm like,
smart.
Fuck, let's get them. Yeah. So like they were like waving around and dancing, and having the best time. It's like this is not like a movie. Like go ahead and you cannot fuck this up as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to miss
concert
anything.
experience.
Could you hear them singing over the movie?
They were singing so loud.
People were singing loud.
Yeah. They were having the best time, which is fine. Like I don't care.
No, of course.
I'm not here.
Yeah. That's what you would expect. It's not like your daughter's dance recital and they're up in front of you and you can't see.
And to me, it's like I wasn't able to be there with them at the concert. Like I would have liked to have been to see them, but I could see them at this, and it was fun to see them sing the songs and jump around and have a good time. So
I follow. I think it's Beyond Fest on Twitter or something like that, and they're normally pretty film bro, like
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even they were like, yo, people singing and fucking dancing and smiling during this movie, like there's nothing wrong with this. It's like this is how it was designed.
Yeah, this is fine. I've never been to a theater experience like this.
People kept posting clips to kind of like make fun of it, and it was like, well, yeah, I mean, it is funny to see it, but they let it.
But I will say that like when we saw Jackass, people are yelling out through the entire movie, but it's a different experience.
Totally different energy.
Is it like they're about to eat couch and everyone's like, no, don't do that.
That made it a communal experience.
And this was the same. I would say it's similar as it is to Jackass, where it's like
it's a visceral.
It's a visceral thing.
Not visceral, but you know what I'm saying.
We're watching this as a group together, and it's go. You can't fuck it up. You can't fuck it up.
It's not just a movie.
Yeah. I will say though, last thing I'll say about this fucking thing, I've never seen a concert filmed in this way, where like the shots were incredible.
Really?
Like I was so impressed by the cinematography.
The camera crew.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess they filmed it in 3 nights, and they did like a close-up night, they did like a middle shot night, and they did a wide shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was like I've never seen anything filmed that way. It was fucking dope. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And again, I want to say I set my boundaries.
Sorry.
Not to talk about it. You talked about it.
I did.
So it just really goes to show you nothing matters.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That glow sticks thing for the singers, kind of identify with you on that. We were given those when we saw Gaia aboard the Halcyon.
Yep.
The Galactic Star Cruiser.
Ooh,
you
saw Gaia.
Gaia? Who's Gaia? Well, everybody in the galaxy knows Gaia.
Sorry.
She's the biggest, like, kind of pop singer. She's.
I didn't know there was a show. There was a show.
A whole
dinner.
musical
It was a
dinner show.
When you had dinner, it was. Oh wait, we've got the biggest singer across the galaxy. That's their Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
and it was a Twi'lek woman.
Yeah.
that came out.
Ooh.
And so they had.
This is very Plata Laguna from Fifth Element.
They had.
Totally.
People who saw it because she sang in
Yeah.
English too. She translated it, and they were like, "This feels more Fifth Element than Star Wars."
Right.
It really did.
Yeah.
That's an iconic scene.
I think
right?
it was by design too. I think they went, "Look, everyone here just loves sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like, it can emulate that, and it's okay because they're not getting that anywhere else."
Yeah, right.
So they had a Rhodian playing as her DJ. Garrett. It was like the Greedo type creature.
Yeah.
And then she would
Oh,
come
I know
out.
Rhodians.
Yeah,
when
and
I
then
see
she
him.
came out and was like, "Welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new." And she sang.
That's amazing. I didn't know there were like shows packed with the dinners.
Oh yeah,
That's sick.
Yeah. At both dinners there was something.
Yeah, some entertainment.
And then after dinner on the second night was when it broke into. There was a show in the main atrium.
That's like finale,
So we're actually
right?
eating, and sirens went off. Put your fucking
All the power
food
goes
down.
out. Yeah.
that
Get the
was
fuck outta
that
here.
might have been my favorite moment of the weekend because it was like, oh, this is actually like kind of like a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody
Like,
to the
you know,
atrium.
Everything
like,
else
this
is
an
scheduled,
emergency.
and that was just like, no, put the fucking cake down. And we had to like red lights, and that was why that before the experience, they told you a million times outside of the hotel, hey, real alerts sound like this, and they played an example.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't hear that and the work lights come on, it's all part of the story.
Awesome.
So
if
don't
you
freak
hear-
out.
But if you hear this, fluorescence going
Please,
on, that's
locate
real.
your exit.
Nothing else is, so don't worry about it.
Okay,
Okay, they
okay.
tell you 100 times.
That's good.
So that's why that was so
But
fun.
people still got panicked.
Yeah.
So I still, he talked about Taylor Swift. I brought
Balance
mine
it
to
out.
the table where I said I'd never talk
Hey.
about the Star Wars Hotel again.
You brought balance to the Force.
There it is. There it
Thank
is.
you.
Hey.
Anyway, we had those sticks, and then someone in the chat said they had them for Killers of the Flower Moon too. So that's cool.
Oh,
That's cool.
I really wanted to see it, but just didn't have time.
Kevin,
Yeah.
do we have any goodies?
Yeah. I think
Goodies?
Everyone who's watching, and as we said earlier, this is our first time simulcasting to YouTube.
That's right.
Kind of a new thing we're trying.
Burrs.
Seems to be working.
YouTubians.
But yeah, if you never seen us
Whoa.
before, we have a PO box.
What is this?
PO Box 7. It's Mega 64. PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072. You can send
Roland.
stuff and we'll open it. Rolla Jones, thanks for your sub.
Yeah. It's got some sick art on
Look
the
at,
front.
look at, yeah, what is this? Look at that. That's sick. We got Marcus on the box. Whoa. Whoa. All right.
What's Marcus saying in that expression, Sean?
The same whoosh.
Oh, it's a whoosh. That's a whoosh. I was hoping you were gonna do the voice.
No,
Okay.
that's the only voice.
I tried to get him
voice
to
is
do the voice. He
rocking.
won't do the voice.
I don't know. I lost it. I don't know how to do it anymore.
I know someone who's pretty animated about it.
What?
There might be a note in there, I think.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
I think there is. I thought I saw something in there. Either way.